It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Thank you, my brother. Now, already in its 5th year, TEDxCape Town 2015 tackles the delicate and highly relevant paradox of openness, access, and control. As a non-profit organization dedicated to ideas worth spreading, I love it. It's simple and it's impactful. TEDxCape Town continues to challenge perceptions and engage their audience in worthwhile and forward-thinking conversations. And when it gets to forward-thinking, it really doesn't get more forward-thinking than this. Now, we were introduced to Adriana Marais a little bit earlier, who has the title of being the first South African potentially to be heading to Mars. I've been doing it since I first got introduced to you. A deep breath. This is groundbreaking. But before we get into the journey that is ahead of you in this a brand new future, I think, for the whole globe, let's talk about TEDx and the power of this kind of platform to be able to get messages out there. Why do you think it is so powerful? Why do you think it's garnered the kind of success and the kind of power that it has over the last couple of years?
Well, I should just say it's been a fantastic experience to meet all the other speakers and have the pleasure of having interacted with the coaches who have helped us to polish our talks.
You must need them, yeah.
To the extent where they're accessible to a wide audience. You have all these ideas in your head which you would like to share, but of course the way that you share them is something that you can learn from TED Talks, TEDx Talks, and it's been fantastic to be involved.
When we look at the format, and I think that's part of the potency, is the fact that it gives us sometimes very groundbreaking, very out there ideas in a bite size, in a format that we can absorb, that we can understand. How do you go about discussing something as broad and open and inspiring as going to Mars? How do you summate that in a TEDx talk? What has that process been like?
So it's been an interesting challenge for me to take the ideas sort of floating around in my head. During my talk, I go from the tiny scales of atoms all the way out to the furthest edges of the universe, billions of light years away. So to try and condense all of these ideas into something that's impactful and powerful enough for kids and adults alike to enjoy is something that's been a very worthwhile challenge for me. It's actually helped me to focus on what I'm trying to say even more, so that's been great.
I'm glad you raised that, because I think the one common thread that ties all of the TEDx speakers together and those that now follow religiously these thinkers, these groundbreakers, is that idea that we have to do more. As a species, we've got to propagate positive ideas. What is that message? When you say that you've got something to say, what is that?
Well, I think I have this incredible sense of feeling really lucky to be alive right now, and I'm not sure that everybody gets it. We have the internet. We have the possibility to move to another planet. Now, this Mars One project, in my opinion, is the most ambitious and wonderful project ever proposed. Now, when I say ever, I mean in the last 4 billion years that life has been evolving on this planet. This is the most incredible idea that has ever arisen, or the possibility, in fact, of actually implementing the idea. And it's going to happen in our lifetimes, that's what I believe.
Well, it's certainly going to happen in your lifetime. I have to ask out there, I know people can get the meat of this in your talk, but what is the reality that you face now? What's next for you? Where are you in the selection process of possibly going to Mars?
So I'm a researcher. I've always been passionate about asking fundamental questions that I have about the world around me. I'm a theoretical physicist, and lately I've been become interested in the origins of life. So my research will certainly be continuing in parallel to all of my endeavor and training to get into the top 24. So at the moment there are 100 finalists left from around the world, different nationalities, different cultures, half men, half women. There are 100 of us.
Good.
That'll be narrowed down to 24 in approximately the next year. And then those 24 will be offered full-time contracts with the Mars One project to train for 10 years for the departure of the first 4 in 2026.
So I know your CV is impressive, but we're going to add to that incredibly likable, because I would imagine that is the most important element when in that sort of confined space for that long. But we have to say thank you so much for spreading the ideas that you are, and good luck. Can we support you? Is there any way that we as South Africans can affect the outcome of the decision?
So all of my updates are on Twitter at Adriana Marais, and from next year, when they start to broadcast the TV series that will follow our progress, that would be a good time to start participating and supporting the hopefully more than one South Africans that get through.
Oh, man, thank you so much for doing what you do. Mind has been officially blown. Adriana, thank you so much, and good luck with the talks. Enjoy the process, and thank you so much for joining us as well.
Thanks, Graham. Thanks for having me.
Awesome stuff. Just makes you really take on board how far we have come as a species, and the best is yet to come. You and I hope your mind has also been blown, bro.